have plenty of logistical concerns about this bill. As a faculty member at a university, I've read it no less than a dozen times, and I still don't understand what I can or cannot say or teach or not teach inside the classroom. And another logistical concern, and I want members of leadership as well as the lawyers listening at home to listen to me real closely when I say this, there is a serious Section 51 constitutional problem with the title of this legislation. It is titled an act related to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. However, there is no justification under which eliminating bias reporting programs could be tied as a diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative. Actions to address harassment and discrimination are not initiatives to increase diversity, to increase equity, or to increase inclusion. There is a serious constitutional issue with this bill that I hope will be taken up in litigation. However, my primary concerns about this legislation are not about the logistics. There are plenty of logistics that I could talk about, but I want to spend my time talking instead about the message behind this bill, because that is what is so sad and so upsetting and so disappointing about this legislation. America was founded on this idea of protecting individual rights. Our Bill of Rights specifically in multiple ways protects us from government overreach into things like what we say and what we believe. And inherent is that idea that we have structured our entire government to protect our right to be who we are. Because America at its core was founded on the idea that diversity of experience and diversity of thought is our strength, it is our power, it is what makes us America. And that we are stronger as a democracy when we have unique voices and unique perspectives and unique people. And when our institutions reflect the breadth of people and ideas and lived experiences that exist. That is what makes America great. And I know from my time in this body that that is also something that we believe as Kentuckians. We believe that we are stronger when we have the perspectives of different people and different viewpoints. It is what gives us legitimacy as a governing body of the General Assembly, is that we speak for the people throughout the Commonwealth. My friends voted against an amendment just now offered by my colleague from Jefferson because you believe that it matters that you bring the perspective of your district and that the perspectives of your district in your parts of Kentucky are heard. So whether it's my friends in the East or my colleagues in the West, we know that we are stronger when we stand together as Kentuckians. And our General Assembly, and hence our legislation, is better when we're all included. But House Bill 4 seeks to undermine this core tenet of who we are as Kentuckians and who we are as Americans. One of the things that I think is most concerning, most upsetting about this legislation, I'll just say it, it's just plain wrong. It seeks to define efforts meant to address discrimination as discrimination themselves. That, folks, that is wrong. It bans our efforts to be inclusive, and when did being inclusive become a bad thing? Just this session, we have passed legislation to make sure that folks with disabilities can be included in society. It's a value that we have espoused. When did the word include become something bad? This bill regulates what our students can learn. It chills our speech in our higher institutions. It eliminates our tools that are designed to make students welcome and make them safe. We are getting rid of our bias incident reporting systems. And so I have a lot of serious concerns. I worry that it's going to weaken our educational institutions, and in doing so, weaken our society, because education is the path to a better life. If we weaken our institutions, we weaken our Commonwealth. I worry that it weakens our idea of what it means to be a Kentuckian and what it means to be an American. And I worry about the message that it sends to folks who are marginalized, to folks who are struggling, to folks who already have a thumb against them on the scale. We can do better than this. We are better than this. I will vote no on this legislation. I urge every member of this body with a conscience to do the same.